Hello guys, hello. It's me, your girl, Tisha, telling it how I see it. You know what, I kind of want to change the name. I really don't say that a lot. And so I really feel like whatever I say should be the name. So we'll figure it out. Kisses to all of you. Thank you so much for your love and your support. I went and watched my niece cheer at her last what would you call it, football game. It was awesome. And it was interesting because she invited me saying that it was their last game. But if they had won, it wouldn't have been their last game. So it's as if she knew that they were going to lose. Well, we left during halftime, and sorry about me messing with my hair, but trying to get these little frizzies off. But we left during halftime, and, you know, pretty much it was 61-17 or 61-6 or 61-13. And that was halftime. So, they were losing. All right, guys, listen, I wanted to come on here. I got a video I want to share with you guys. People, every time Meghan gets, every time she gets, you know, a comedian comes out and says something about her, or they spoof her or says something about her, you know, or make fun of her, the media starts to say, you know, are they messing with her? Is this bullying? Have they gone too far? And all this stuff. And it's weird how they can say stuff like that, because she's not exempt to anything over here in the United States. Just because she's the Duchess of Sussex doesn't put her in the line of being roasted. That's what I would call it, roasted. They roast her. And so did South Park and Chris Rock and the rest of these comedians. They roast her. And some of them just tell it like it is. Just tell, you know, she's a manipulative con person that conned Harry into coming over here to start a new life for herself, to become branded as the most powerful person in the world. No, she doesn't want just a piece of the pie. She wants the entire pie, because she had a piece, okay? The Queen Elizabeth gave her the Duchess of Sussex. That was a piece of the pie. Everybody had a piece of the pie. But since she didn't get the whole pie, no, she wants the entire pie, and she still wants it. The ambition of it all. So it's weird that she doesn't think that she is not going to be put in a position where she's made fun of. But here's the deal. She's made fun of is because of the things that she does, says, does, and do. And she put herself smack dab in Celebrityville, which put her in as a celebrity. And people are being talked about all day long. Britney Spears, Jada Pinkett Smith, Will Smith. I mean, you name it. You are not exempt from scrutiny. You are not exempt from being roasted. You're not exempt from being called out for your stuff. You're not exempt from it, unfortunately. And over here, it's worse, because when they were in the royal family, it was controlled. It's not controlled over here. She can't sue South Park. She can't sue Family Guy. She can't sue Rogue. She can't sue everyone that has something to say about her that she dislikes. Sorry. And so what happens is when she gets roasted or someone comes out and says something about her, then you have these outlets that's saying, oh, you know, they're scrutinizing Meghan. They're coming out against her. They're doing all this stuff to her. And no one's doing anything to her other than she opened the door to it. When you want to live a private life, then that's what you do. You don't come out and start talking. She came out and started talking and opened herself up for people to have an opinion about her. It just is what it is. You can't have a reality show and then us sit back and not judge it. You can't have a show, a documentary, and then we judge it the way we judge it. And just because you don't like it, then, you know, it's called all kinds of stuff. No, we have a right as citizens or whoever as people to say whether we like something or not, or if we see something that we see. Like, I saw that you call the family racist and I call foul. But if you hadn't have said it, then I wouldn't be saying it, would I? Point in case. And so why would Family Guy, I'm going to play a clip for you, and I hope this is the intro to it. Why would the Family Guy come out and say something about Meghan that was completely untrue? Where did he get that she was coming out with this Instagram or TIG or something? Because they said that she was going to be posting and getting $250,000 for posting on Instagram. Well, it wasn't meant to be a true statement. It was supposed to be meant as a comedy skit. And it's interesting that they use Instagram as where she was going to be posting. But they were trying to say is that no one said that she was going to be posting on Instagram. No one had to say it. Meghan has mentioned it. And even if she didn't say Instagram, she said the TIG. Because every time Kinsley opens her mouth, she says, Meghan's coming out with this TIG. Everybody's waiting on it. And not even just that, but you hear a lot about the TIG, her influential and posting things and making money doing that. That's one of the leaking stories over there at her camp. And now they want to say that's not what she's doing. So it doesn't matter. It was once in the making. And even if it is or isn't, you know, the story was put out by her. That's the point I'm trying to make. And they're trying to say she didn't say that. Meghan doesn't say a lot of things. Yeah, like she didn't say that the royal family was racist. When did Meghan say that Harry? When did Meghan say that my family was racist? Tom, the guy that was interviewing him, looked at him confused, as if he knew something more than what we knew, even off the record. Almost if Harry had a conversation with Tom about this racism. And then Tom was like, well, I know you said it in private, but I also know that you said it on the Oprah show, the docuseries. You brought up colonialism. You started talking about Archie's skin color and he wasn't even born yet. No, but but she was having suicidal thoughts when she was pregnant. She wanted to kill her and her newborn child. And now those feelings are totally gone. And let me tell you something. She's getting the worst press that there is. The worst press that there is. I've never seen it on this level. I knew that the Oprah show was going to ruin her. But you can't stop the onslaught, slaughter that's coming her way. That is true. But I don't think it's in a negative point of view. I think it's in a factual point of view. And they're just telling us who this woman is. And then we form our own opinion. Because as soon as she decided to open her mouth, that's when she became open game, open sesame. Catherine and William them are not talking about Meghan and Harry in this drama. Therefore, never complain, never explain. No one's talking about them in that about the book and how his brother, the bowl and all that. No, we're talking about Meghan and Harry and why they would do something like that. And they're lying and all of this other stuff. It backfired. And this is the thing. They're still talking. And as they talk and keep showing themselves, they are setting their own self up. Every time she walks out the door and wants a camera on her, then she opens the door for people to say, oh, there she goes. What is she doing? And then let's roast her. pretty much it was showing that these two were making money for doing nothing, for basically the Family Guy. They were making money doing nothing, and this idiot Netflix gave it to them. And they're running up and behind them trying to get their money. I know it. But no, I don't think she's, I don't feel sorry for her. And I think the same people that continue to defend her, they may feel sorry for her, but it's, you know, it's not a defendable case. Let me let you hear it. This is so funny to me. Let's get started, okay? I did tell my husband I was just going to do a 30-minute video. So although I'm doing another one after I just posted too, you know, like I said, I just have something to say. Thank you, subscribers. Thank you for your love, your support, your comments. The last video that I post, I didn't have on the comments for some odd reason, but it is working now. So if you want to leave a comment, please do so. Okay, let's get started.
Is it time to leave Harry and Meghan alone? Family Guy have given...
Is it time to leave Meghan and Harry alone? No, they'll never be. As long as they keep showing up, letting us see and letting us into their rooms and letting us in, we're going to continue to have a opinion or say something. Sorry. No. And we don't have for them to even say that, to me, it just feels like a missed. I don't like that. I don't like it. I don't like that people think that people are messing with these two, because they're not being messed with. They're being talked about because they are something to talk about. And you know what? The Queen and the royals have rules, and I get it now. If you didn't ever get it, now you should get it, because there's always going to be a scandal. There's always going to be something in the news. Oh, William's doing this, or he's having an affair, or Catherine's upset or losing, you know, just different little stories. And even though, like, even when the stories were talking about Meghan when she was over there, nobody was really, I wasn't listening to them stories. I was just like, okay, whatever. So she married him. She's over there. She's doing it. You know, that's what I was thinking. I lost my thought. I went too deep. No, okay. Yes, the royals. But they don't complain and they don't explain. They continue, they show you what they're about. They don't talk about it. They show you. Meghan and Harry has been talking about what they were going to do, and everything that they said they were going to do, they haven't done it. And they open themselves up to be talked about. They open themselves up as a celebrity. They open themselves up for scrutiny. They open themselves up to be the center of attention. And even more so now because she married a prince. She's going to be talked about, even if she's not liked. And that means hide away. Don't come out for a moment. Let the air blow down, and then we'll be like, oh, Meghan's coming back out. Some people would have forgotten and forgiven her and moved on. More than what she would do for people, because she hasn't forgiven her father after 5 years. She's holding grudges against him, knowing that he's not well. But she's so concerned about everybody else's mental health and the first responders and all this women's rights and women equality and all this other stuff. Sit down, because I can't receive anything from someone like that. Even, this is the bad part about it, even if she was telling me something good that was factual, that could benefit, that could help, that could, you know, just be something instrumental, I still wouldn't be able to receive it because of who is dishing it out. It has gotten that bad. I'm telling you, it is that bad. So when she gets up and she says a speech, it falls on deaf ears, or it be scrutinized because it's fake. Come on.
The couple are right royal roasting in the latest episode of the cartoon is what I meant, yeah, which mocks the Sussex.
She's called it a cartoon. That's so cute.
Over their Netflix deal, a very lucrative deal.
Yeah, the jibe comes just months after South Park also poked fun at the couple.
South Park.
Is it disrespectful?
It's interesting. Everything that I watch, they talk about South Park first. They're on the map. They're going to stay on the map. They set the tone. No one will ever be able to ace it like South Park. South Park brought it home. He talked about how they went on a wanathon talking about his family and how privileged he is, but whining about it in a book. Then he says he wants privacy, but it shows clearly that they don't. That they do not. 7-car convoy. We're in a New York City car chase. She's popping up everywhere and being at every event that's charity to show that she's this wonderful giving person. And then when you go on Archie Well, it's all about them praising themselves. It's not about what they're doing with the community, but they're talking about how awesome they are to these things. Their website reeks of selfishness. It is so good. Just, you have to go on there. And maybe not, because then she'll start getting... Listen, it is a self-serving, selfish... I switched the subject. I didn't want to, because I was trying to make a point. And I hate that. But let's move on, because that website is, let me tell you something. She has a picture of herself in some scenes. And then right up underneath that, there's this garbage about how wonderful Archie Well is and how they're doing all this for you and how the Duke and Duchess of Sussex is dedicated to serving you. It is a bunch of hogwash. And in every clip, it's like 20 clips. And each clip has this big fairy tale of stuff that she says that she's doing. And it's just so self-serving. It is, I've never seen it before. I've never seen a company or an organization that would do the amount of advertising that she did on her website as if she needed to. That's why you need the royal family. That's why you needed to stay in the royal fold, because you don't know how to pretend how to be a royal, and you don't know how to be a real one, and you don't know how to be a celebrity. You don't know how to be a daughter to your father. You don't know how to be a wife to your husband. You don't know how to be a friend to your friends. But you can tell them what to do, mistreat them, ghost them, tell them they're not even worthy of your time, and kick it with your new celebrity, Hollywood, Kevin Costner, Beyonce, Kelly Rowland, and, you know, Ellen, and, you know, Tyler Perry and Oprah, and don't let me forget the Kardashians and Jeff Bezos. As if this was a show. Look, Meghan's hanging out with all these wonderful top people. No one cares. I don't care if you're my friend. I'm sorry. It just looks, it doesn't, I don't know what her motive was to try to hang around the who's. It just looks exactly what she said that she wasn't going to do. And that was come over here and brand herself. What sense does that make? I'll never forget it. What sense does that make? Every time I get on here, if like I know my veterans are on here, one thing that I do know, that it is all, this show that I give you guys is all about Meghan and her brand. It has nothing to do with the kids, Harry, the royals, or anything other than Meghan becoming powerful, more famous than she thought, which she already is, but in a negative tone, and popular. And she doesn't have it. I don't even know if she wants popularity. I know she wants fame, money, and notoriety. She wants that. She wants us to pretend that all that didn't happen. She doesn't want to answer to those things. No one's going to give her a real interview. And I'm switching it. Because it's going to be rehearsed. It's what she wants to say, what she wants to get out. It was so weird. Right after the docuseries, Meghan started doing a photo shoot. She did that other TV show where she was showing Nelson Mandela's work and all this other stuff. And she thought that we were going to be like, oh, okay, well, that happened to her. Let's move on and see what she's doing now. And let's hate on those horrible royals. But I think she had to know something was up a little bit when Queen Elizabeth passed away. And then they came out with the docuseries and everybody was like, thank God she wasn't here. I was like, no, the docuseries was a piece of cake. It was when she called her racist. That's what broke my heart, because I let you into my house. I let you into my kingdom. I trusted you. I gave you jewels. I gave you crowns. I gave you a wedding. I gave you a home. I blessed your wedding. I gave you the Duchess of Sussex. And then you turn around and stab me right in the face, not in the back, right in the face. She looked at Queen Elizabeth and told her all this stuff that she was going to do. And then turned around and got on TV right in front of her, in front of everyone, and stabbed her right in the front and said that to all that Elizabeth, and then did a royal tour with Meghan. Laid out whatever Meghan needed as far as bringing her up to what royal duties were, what she needed, whatever she needed. The Queen was trying to make sure Meghan had it. But she gets over here and starts talking about racism on a third-person scale, which means how can you be upset with something that you wasn't even in the room to hear? She wrote Charles this, she played games. She wrote Charles this letter in some kind of way. It got leaked recently. Remember that? I'm telling you, this girl moves fast, and that's why Family Guy in South Park, Chris Rock, and the rest of his comedians are putting them on a joke-a-thon, because they are jokes. They are no longer considered, Meghan is not considered a dignitary, although she wants to be. She wants to be in that field. She missed her opportunity of being with that. Catherine's rolling. No, she wanted to be a celebrity. She dreamed about being a celebrity, obviously, because that's what she's reduced herself down to. And if she does get in one of Tyler Perry's movies, to me, it won't be a step up. It will not be a step up that she's playing in a Tyler Perry's movie. That's not going to be, oh my God, Meghan, no, it's going to be like, oh, okay. While she playing in a movie and on the Kardashian show, Catherine is continuing to show her that this is how you be a real princess. But Meghan's doing it all for cash. Let's continue. Let's see if, oh my goodness, we need to leave poor Meghan alone. I don't feel sorry for her. And I know it's in me to do it. Because I'm a type of person that I forgive. I don't hold grudges. And I'm not holding a grudge against her. I do not like her because she doesn't show humility or accountability. And if you're just going to continue to be this unpleasant person, why should I be your friend? I don't want to be your friend. If you're going to treat people this way and be mean, it's not very nice. It's not nice to their mental health. It's bullying, Meghan. It is not nice at all, the way that you treat people. And then you go in front of the camera and you know right when to shine and look and be like, yes, give me a hug. Hugging these people, it's weird. And smiling ear to ear. And it's fake. It's not weird. It's fake. Let's go.
Comedian Trix thinks it's all a bit of fun.
He's laughing at that right now.
Entertainment journalist Stephanie Techi thinks it's distasteful. Let's come to you first, Trix. Bit of fun?
I think it's all in good fun. You know, I'm always going to defend comedy. I'm always going to defend its realm and the fact that we're in a world where everybody's just a little too sensitive and everything seems to upset everyone. I personally don't think it was that harmful. As long as you're not imposing views and you're kind of telling people how to think and you're attacking someone's, character or facial features or whatever it is. As long as you're not imposing views. If you're just
So like he's saying, he says, I'm just opposing a view. And they're taking it to where, oh, it's reality that she's getting $250 from Instagram. First of all, that was an assumption. And then put all those millions over there with the rest of the millions that we keep collecting over here. Because Meghan wants to get her own jet. She wants her own jet. She wants her own jet. And she doesn't care what she said about the environment. She didn't mean that. They didn't mean that. They want their own jet. They want their own, they want to live on another level. And she's going to have to pull it out. But she can't. She can't. I don't know where I was taking this.
Fun in this, it's lighthearted fun. I just don't think
lighthearted fun. She doesn't think this is lighthearted fun. I'm going to play devil's advocate. Meghan is not happy that she is the butt of jokes. I wouldn't be. I would be like, oh my God, they have said something else about me. Like, my God, they hate me. I would be trying to listen. Why am I disliked so much? Why am I, check this out, in 2023, she's on the #1 list of the most disliked person, disliked celebrity. That's what I saw. That's a big deal. I don't want to be this. Oprah was on there in 2023. In other words, what did you do in 2023 that put you on the naughty list? Meghan's popularity has been going down for a very long time. It is doing a downward trajectory. And it's not going to go up because of who she is. No. He thinks it's all in fun, Nope, she doesn't. No, this is ruining her reputation. This is ruining her brand. This is ruining her chances to market something because no one wants her sitting at no one wants her sitting at a resort or at home with her butler coming out with, and then she's sitting there in her bathing suit doing nothing. Oh, I better post my $250,000 post for this today. Oh, there's 200, and then the butler comes back out. Here, Harry, here's $250,000 for that post Meghan did the other day. Put it with the rest. Yeah. I would have had a point then, but I took it too far too. No, yeah, they're gonna joke. They're gonna joke. They're jokes. And this is the beginning. And I don't say beginning, it's been the beginning for a while. It's just gonna continue. It's not going to stop. It's not going to stop because people are saying, leave her alone. What they're going to do, come out with the celebrities are going to come out together and say, everyone needs to leave these two alone so they can piss people off. No, when you open the door to yourself, to the world, and continue to do that, people are going to have an opinion. And we have formed it. And unfortunately, her reputation isn't getting better. Her reputation isn't getting better. Her finances is not going to get better. She's going to be on another streaming. For what? So it can fail too? So everybody can be curious for that first time she speaks and be like, No, it doesn't get better. You don't get better. It gets worse. You're going to continue to do the same thing. Okay, let's see. and then she's going to take it. I mean, you really have to be really, really something for you to go back to something that you used to do when you were a D-lister. I'm going to go back and do the tag. I'm going to go back and Instagram it. Girl, she probably would have did good if she had tagged it when she first touched down instead of messing with Oprah on that Oprah show. It's going to all come back. Watch, in the end, when it doesn't get off, continues to try to get off the ground, this brand, it's going to go back to her family. It's going to go back to the royal family. And it's going to go back to the Oprah show. And then it's going to it has to start there. Because right now, she still has it out there that the royal family was racist or unconscious bias. But walking around as if she didn't say it. And people, has it went away for you guys? Has that moment went away? Or is it him messing with Harry talking about his brother's tawdry? I mean, you can pick whichever one that did it for you. Let's go. Sorry.
It's not a laughing matter, I'm afraid.
What isn't a laughing matter exactly?
Family Guy.
As long as you're not imposing views, if you're just poking fun and it's lighthearted fun, I just don't think it's a big deal.
It's not a laughing matter, I'm afraid.
What isn't a laughing matter exactly?
Family Guy feeling that they need to make a mockery of Meghan and Prince Harry, as we saw earlier with South Park earlier this year, where they spoofed them because they asked for their private life and for their privacy. It begs to ask this question: why do we have to?
I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the Sussex Squad, which she is, or just, not. Everyone always brings up South Park first. South Park did a number on Harry and Meghan. This is nothing compared to that one. They said she didn't have a soul. And I don't care about the privacy. I get that. I get that that was funny or whatever. But when he looked down his wife's throat, I don't know who wrote that piece of it, but he looked down in there and he said it was empty, hollow, shallow, nothing down there. That was the scary part to me. That was the moment that shook me on South Park. The other stuff was funny, but what shook me was that wasn't anything in there, which tells me that people think that you are this heartless, insensitive, mean, don't think about anything but yourself person. And let me tell you this, unfortunately, all these charity attempts that you have done, Invictus, Kevin Costner, the Kardashians, these are all charities, okay? And then there was another charity before that. There was one more. They're all on her website. She's got like 20 of them. But she did all of that, and her popularity has not moved a needle. Here's the thing. You don't necessarily have to be popular for your brand, for you to be able to bring a crowd. You can be like Meghan and bring a crowd, but she's not able to do that. She's hoping that when she throws a TIG or do a movie, you would think. This is why I know that she's not able to, but she was supposed to. She is supposed to draw a crowd, but she can't. And they didn't do it in New York City. They should be able to sell things, and they're not. That bench book should have sold out. Everything should be selling out for these two. And the money is not there anymore. It used to be. And see, Spotify and Netflix jumped the gun and thought that they were worth what they were offering them. And they found out quickly by losing money. And I heard that Netflix is about to lose some people on some jobs. I think I heard that. Let's continue. She's the defender. She brought up South Park. Now she's going to talk about Family Guy. But now she's going to blame everybody else because that's what they do. The Sussex Squad and Meghan, they are alike. They never take responsibility for anything that they're doing. Because you could be on the Sussex Squad. I think I have not a Sussex Squad. I have a subscriber. I love them so much because they've been with me a long time. And sometimes we are different. But you can have a subscriber that likes Meghan and Harry, but dislikes some of the things that they do, but don't hate them. Just dislike them. And want to probably like them again, but they're having a hard time because they're not doing anything likable to make people like them, but covering things up. I took it there. I didn't mean to, I meant to say something else. But obviously I was supposed to say that. So, no. You have the Sussex Squad and Meghan blaming everything on everything else. And if you continue to point the finger, then there's no change here. And then South Park and Family Guy wouldn't be able to print things that are true or joke about things that are true. And then you get upset because this is what we see that you've done. Yes, you did nothing to make all those millions on Netflix, but trash your family. That they left that out. They didn't go in. They were nice. They didn't talk about how you trashed your family to make the money because that's why you did it. And that's what, in other words, that was an excuse to go in there and trash them and tell them that they took the security, racism, and suicidal. Father is off. He's dead to me. And all of that on the Oprah show. No, you did that for money. And you thought that America's was going to... She thought immediately, Meghan thought immediately, as soon as she used the race card and started talking about her mental health, that we were going to be pulling on the heartstrings of her and be like, oh, poor Meghan. She went through all of that with them. No, that's not what I saw. You cannot unsee the good that I saw them. She was participating. She was at every event. They were including her in everything. They made her a part of the firm. They made her a part of the family. They did it for her, and she treated it like crap. She treated it like trash. She treated it like, you know what? I was just here to get one thing. Now that I got it, I'm out of here. And then the despicable part about it is she betrayed the very thing that made her this global notoriety, globally loved in the beginning, globally starred, bigger than the president. In my book, like she was the it person. And look how she treated it. And now she wants to lecture us about how we should treat her feelings. Meghan doesn't care about people's feelings. If she cared about people's feelings, what Meghan had to did what she did on the Oprah show and on that docuseries and in that book. Because she wrote that book too. She just started to hide after that. No, here, let's listen to the Sussexes.
Continually feel that Meghan and Harry need to be the butt of the joke, or why do they have to be the national punchline? Both of them have spoken about their battles with mental health, and it feels to be full.
Oh, okay, so now we're supposed to feel sorry for these rich people again. These rich, entitled millionaires that put themselves in this situation for their mental health to be their mental health to be tested and tried. What did she think was going to happen when she opened her mouth? We were going to shut up? No, there she go. And then she's doing exactly what Meghan does. Tying other things into it. Her mental health can't hold on to the Family Guy. Well, if her mental health could not take this the South Park, Chris Rock, and and Family Guy, then she needs to shut the hell up. Shut up. Shut it down. What did Bethany say? She said, shut it down. This other lady told her, shut it down. Several people have told her to shut the shop down. Because if you shut shop down, people will stop talking. Oh my God, if I stop my channel and people would just be like, oh, okay, you know, she's gone. And eventually life continues to move on. But she needs a moment to stop the noise. And as long as she's talking and out here, it's going to continue. But here they go, blaming us and blaming the world and blaming everyone else for them. You're not going to put that on me and us and everyone else that had a laugh, that is applauding Family Guy and think they hit it on the and want more of it. No, you're not going to put that on us. No. That's on you. Fix you. And then all this wouldn't be going on. But don't quit blaming others. They love to do that. It's everyone else's fault except the people that are in the driver's seat. They've already said that their mental health, it's okay for their mental health to be cultivated. And, let's massage it. Let's get Meghan what she needs. Okay? Okay. But then she goes into a castle and bullies the entire staff where they quit every other week. I saw this on TV. Now, this I did hear about because I told you can hear about stuff and you was like, okay, whatever. That she was going through AIDS like crazy. Like, wasn't nobody staying. They had to get Queen Elizabeth's aid to help. I mean, she was called Duchess Difficult. One person that I read about the other day that talked about how they want to talk about their story, and I don't know why they won't. And then maybe people will understand that Meghan doesn't care about people's mental health, but we should care about Meghan's mental health. That, Family Guy, don't do that because you know what? It's going to trigger something. It's going to trigger something. No, she is a celebrity. She is a royal. She put herself out there on the stage. So if the performance isn't good and we don't like it, we can say, you know what? You know, your performance was funny. And that's exactly what Family Guy did. But you got these narcissistic people that won't take responsibility. Do inventory on your own self and ask yourself, why am I on Family Guy? Because it happened. She got a contract with Netflix that was going to pay her hundreds of millions of dollars. She wanted everybody to know that. And she did a 6-part series that she wanted everybody to watch so they can make money off of it, right? Because she was going to tell her story. She didn't want us to watch it. Oh, okay. And then, you know, The Spare, it's in guineas. It's like here is the kicker. And then let's move on because I missed the point anyway. When you go on that website, he has his book on there. Spare. They advertise that. It blows my mind that they would advertise it. I know they need to advertise it to make money or whatever they're doing with it. But that book is your legacy. That book is you. Your Todger talking about your brother. I mean, when Harry does wake up from this nightmare, he can't take that back. But their mental health. So with him writing Spare, did that help his mental health to get out and start talking about people that he shouldn't have been talking about? Because no, he wrote about his brother in his book, his father, Camilla, and everyone. It hurts them. I heard Camilla was crying. And even if she wasn't, Harry and Meghan didn't leave a page turn. Let me dig into this while she defended. Did they think about their mental health? Did they think about the family's mental health? Did she think about Philip's mental health when he was in a hospital, when Oprah's show came out? Talking about how he was racist and he watched how the queen did all that for her. But now all of a sudden we need to be careful because of Meghan's mental health. She doesn't care about anyone else's. That's why I thought that New York trip was a joke. Now you caring about someone's mental health with the way that you treat people. You don't treat people like that. You don't treat people that have invited you into their home and accepted you as one of their own and giving you everything that you could possibly would want in the world in an instant. And then you get over here and destroy it within seconds. And they were even willing to forgive her after that. But then they went on this crusade because they had to keep telling the same story and adding some extra. I went too deep. I went too far. Here's the thing. The blaming. That's how when they start until Meghan stops blaming, that is when I know that she has cracked open something. When I hear her put out a statement stating that, something about accountability, looking at myself, doing something other than blaming people, maybe I'll start feeling sorry for her. But until then, because she didn't care about anybody's mental health but her own. Did she think about anyone's when she was doing all this stuff up here? And then walking around as if she didn't do it. It blows my mind how it doesn't work both ways with them. It's just about them. Okay.
On deaf ears on a big scale, because there's been this continuous need where people feel they need to grow to this toxicity and make fun of
I think a lot of people would agree with you, but this is comedy, and I wrote comedy, and it's sort of, we can't start censoring comedy coming. And for all we know, they might laugh at it themselves. They might sat it. We don't know. You don't know. And we're here sort of defending.
No. Did she say she's spoken with them? I'm going to go back and see. They are not laughing at this. Meghan wants to be considered a dignitary, a person of just pureness, and she can do no wrong. That ship has sailed. She was too busy trying to cover up everything and trying to make everything squeaky clean that it ended up coming out anyway. Who she really is, it's really something. It really is. I mean, you can't get it no worse than this. When you think about marrying someone or having someone or just, it's just, you don't think it is. Thank you, sweetheart, Raquel, for sending me that book on Wallace. I can't wait to read it. I opened it up and I said, I'm finna get started with it because I want to see the similarities in Meghan and her. But I can't imagine this happening before.
On their behalf.
But they have spoken about their mental health battles, and then we have to ask ourselves, why do we have to keep on saying everything's okay in the name of comedy, dark comedy? They are real life people here who have to sit and deal with...
They've talked about their mental health battles and stuff like that. Yeah. I think we all are dealing with stuff. Come on. But my point is that she put herself out there. This is what happens. Joe Biden get cut. Listen, the things that they say about Joe Biden, let me tell you something. I said, whoa. He is not, if they can go after Joe Biden and all of that, Meghan ain't got a chance. So these little supporters, they can come out and say whatever they want to or whatever. People have already formed their opinion about Meghan, and this is who we're talking about. Let's go.
Okay, here's my thing. Here's my thing, okay? We got to stop blaming. We got to stop acting like mental health issues.
We have to stop blaming. That's it. I hope that's my title. I know my title is going to be that great. Hey, guys, if you can think of a title and you be like, you want me to use, just say it, put it in there. Because I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm like, I don't know what to name this. Because I'm everywhere. You know, I'm never at one spot. But check this out. He said, blame. They can't keep blaming.
Comedy. They are real life people here who have to sit and deal with this on a continuous basis.
Here's my thing. Here's my thing, okay? We got to stop blaming.
We, you, her, she, Sussex Squad, you are going to have to stop blaming. Blaming. That was key. Because that's all they do. Let me say that again, guys. Okay, say it with me. Blaming. That's all. It's not even a whine. It's a blame. It's worse. I guess. I don't know. Which word do you think is worse? I think the blaming is worse. Because when you got to blame something on someone, then you're not even taking responsibility. It's like, stop blaming me. Look at you.
You've got to stop acting like mental health issues. Comedy attacks it negative, because I suffer from mental health issues, and comedy is my therapy. At the end of the day,
it's your therapy, but you don't know what it's doing.
Right. But the show wasn't attacking their mental health. The show was attacking, basically, or not even attacking, just poking fun at the fact that these two were, I guess, essentially, they were part of the royal family, and they absolved themselves from it.
I like him. I don't know who he is. He's new. And I hope they have him back. He said, you got two people that were once royals dissolve themselves. Whoa, I like his words. Dissolve themselves. Kick their own selves out. Said that they were leaving. I'm out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to be a royal after a year and a half. I'm done. After I didn't have his child, me and my husband is ready to go so I can go over there and be a celebrity. She has been trying to be a celebrity since she's been over here, period. And it's been delayed. And I don't think it's been delayed. No one likes her. And she had the opportunity on the Oprah show to make us like her from the Mexit. No. She totally did exactly what this gentleman is saying. Blame. We, meaning her, can not continue to blame. He just said something else too. He said they dissolved themselves. They removed themselves. They took themselves out of the royal family. The queen gave them a year to come to their senses. Nope, nobody did. They dissolved themselves from being the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. She dissolved herself from being HRH. Then she's going to say her kids are their birthright. We know Harry will always be a prince, but he stepped down, which put himself into another category called other. How does it feel, Meghan, to be Duchess of Sussex, other Duchess of Sussex? It doesn't make you look like you got it going on over here in the United States. It looks like you're desperate, running around trying to make friends with these celebrities, hoping that one of them will be your friend and invite you in to make money with them or do something. Because these outings that you're seeing her at is not just about outings. These are her trying to make deals because they got to make some money and they got to make some money. They do. At least I think. And I guess Jeff Bezos and the Kardashians and Netflix is trying to help with that. And WME. But these two are drowning. They are definitely drowning because they're not listening to the critics. And they don't even have to listen to us. All they got to do is turn it on this channel.
And then here they are just collecting millions. And a lot of people don't even really...
You dissolved yourself from the royal family. You kicked yourself smooth out because you didn't want to be HRH anymore. You didn't want to be a princess. The dumbest, stupidest. It was stupid. It feels like she gave it up. So why is she using a name? She's not this royalty anymore. She's not a princess. Oh, I guess because by marriage. And Harry's still a prince. But he lost his HRHs. I'm confused. But he said, then, you know, they left the royal family. They came over here making millions. I wish the only thing that he didn't say for trashing their family.
End of the day,
but it's your therapy, but you don't know what it's
right. But the show wasn't attacking.
I have to rewind it.
The show was attacking, basically, or not even attacking, just poking fun at the fact that these two were, I guess, essentially, they were part of the royal family and they absolved themselves from it. And then here they are just collecting millions, and a lot of people don't even really know why. And then here's my thing: if you're a celebrity and you put yourself out there, I'm sorry, it's fair game. It's sad, but it's reality.
There it is.
The thing is,
there it is. He said it. If you are a celebrity and you put yourself out there, it's fair game. I did not know he was going to say that. I didn't listen to the entire thing. I think I listened to and I've said this before in my video. If you are a celebrity, if you are out there promoting yourself because your brand is being out there, being seen, being liked, being noticed, that's exactly what WME said. You got to get out there. If you want to be a celebrity, Meghan, you got to get out here. You got to mingle with these people. You got to get in there because Netflix is over and Spotify has kicked you out. So you need to be making friends with these people like the Kardashians and Jeff Bezos and find out where you guys can collaborate and make money. And so this is all this whispering stuff that we're hearing. Audible and Kardashian show and all this other mediocre stuff to me that she has to do in trying to keep it elegant and not look like cheap. I don't know what she's trying to do. Because if you reality it, it's cheap. Do a reality show, you're going to cheapen your brand. Because you reduced yourself from a royalty all the way down to a real housewife. Because here's the deal. Even if they show her showing up at the Kardashians, check this out, with Harry at a charity, it's going to make me sick to my stomach. Because is that what we're going to see? Her with the Kardashians at the charity event? That's that fake facade stuff. That's not the real Meghan. So what we're going to get is this fake show. And it will bomb. And I'm not getting it on Hulu. I'm going to wait. I'm not watching it. I am going to watch it. I know what I'm going to do. We'll figure it out. But he's saying it.
Do you not know, Trix, what someone's limit is when it comes to their mental health?
Actually, they were part of the royal family and they absolved themselves from it. And then here they are just collecting millions. And a lot of people don't even really know why. And then here's my thing. If you're a celebrity and you put yourself out there, I'm sorry, it's fair game. It's sad, but it's reality.
It's fair game. It's sad, but it's reality. Will Smith, he doesn't want people talking about his slap with Chris Rock. He's cringing over that. He hated himself because he did that. Like, that is going to be a mark on him. Not the legacy about his movies, but it's going to have a stain next to him. And then Jada's a stain. And she is. She's a situation that, to me, needs attention. I feel like she needs some attention. Because she's out there. I switched the story. She's out there promoting this book. No one's buying it. I heard that the book sales are so low that it's not doing good at all. Well, no one cares. They just don't. Like, the bombshell moment was what we read. That you guys have been married for, that's it. That's all that's in the book. And then the relationship, and then you talking about Tupac. And I don't know. I just don't want the book. I just don't. I mean, maybe I heard that she was talking on it too. Let me move back. Listen, if you are a celebrity and it's just gonna happen to her, they're gonna talk about her. She's going to be on E! News TMZ, whatever. She's going to be on it all. And it just depends on what it's about. And sometimes it's good. Most of the time it's been bad for her. And, you know, she's doing what Meghan do. She's blaming, and then she's pointing a finger at something that can be considered. And it's almost like she had a conversation with Meghan. You know, that messes with my mental health. You know, if, you know, that just, my mental health can't take it. Like, no. Then they wanted to say that she was losing weight. I'm not playing those games, that she's stressed out and stuff, because you can get out this situation. You got enough money that where you don't have to stress out about being brand. You mean she's stressing out because she's trying to brand herself? That's being stressful? No, that's being obsessive. That's an obsessed person trying to get somewhere, but need to sit down. I wanted to say something else, but I didn't. But no, you are fair game. You are open. You are open. It's not like being in the royal family where, you know, you don't get this kind of scrutiny. No, they're eating her up here in America. Grifters and effing grifters. I mean, does it shock you guys that she's getting this type of backlash? I mean, because I still do believe that some UKers think that she's over here thriving, but that's what Meghan wants you to think. And I think that is kind of a put off too. Like, you know, the 7-car convoy, and I'm doing all this for charity. And no. Rewind it, and I'll tell you, that tells you why she's not doing it for charity. Anyway,
the thing is, you do not know, Trix, what someone's limit is when it comes to their mental
health.
Down. This is a couple who...
Shut up and sit down. If your mental health, if it's affecting you that much, shut up and sit down. Stop trying to be something that is going to put you in a situation where you're always going to be scrutinized, always put on a display, and always looked at. Sit it down. Stop it. Stop moving. Stop talking. Stop doing it all. If you don't want it, because we are not going to stop. People are not going to stop. It's not going to... This video is not going to get out, and they're going to be like, oh my God, Meghan's mental health, we better stop. Because no. You can stop this on your own. She wants to be out there. They told her to get out there. That's exactly what she's doing. And now she has to deal with the backlash, unfortunately, because this is what she left with us. Catherine is not getting this. No, she's not.
And faced an onslaught of criticism for the past 5 years or so. How much more?
For the last 5 years, the onslaught of bad, just everybody coming at her. It's our fault. It's our fault. Megxit was our fault. Megxit was someone's fault. It was Harry's fault. It wasn't Meghan that wanted to leave. It was Harry that wanted to leave. He said it in the docuseries that he felt like he needed to do something because his wife was not well mentally. And so he felt like it was his responsibility that he needed to get her out of the UK. Okay? And so Megxit wasn't Meghan. This is Meghan. Megxit wasn't her fault. It was Harry's decision because of how it was treating her. And the reason why the reason why her mental health was all in disarray was because the family was throwing her to the wolves. See where I'm taking it? See the blame train? And then the media was doing all this to her. And then she was lonely, locked up in the castle, the lonely castle, and no one can see her after they told us Oprah was visiting every other week, trying to get the story and telling Meghan she can make all this money when she gets to Hollywood. I can hook you up with Tyler Perry and Ellen and all my friends. I'll give you the whereabouts of where to go, and you'll have everything you ever wanted, Meghan. No, Oprah didn't promise her the world. She gave her $13 million to start off with. That's how, you know, and Netflix was throwing money at her. And she thought that I switched the story. She thought that the Duchess name and that everybody loved her for some odd reason. Just, they love me and they're going to continue to love me when I come to America and do what I'm going to do. She killed her relationship with her in-laws. The very thing that made us interested in her in the first place. And now we got to sit back and deal with this. This isn't fun. This is not fun. Family Guy and all of this stuff. It would have been nice to see her excel and succeed as Harry's wife, as it was intended. And to see them flourish and blossom. And maybe get a house over here, a summer house, where they can, you know, hang out in California for, you know, a couple of years. Whatever they wanted to do. No. Meghan they didn't have a plan. Remember? They didn't have a plan. No, but I was on that blame cycle. I was going through that. How, you know, that's what I was talking about. How it became everybody else's fault, the mental health. And then how it became Harry's fault. But it wasn't really Harry's fault. It was the family's fault. It wasn't really the family's fault. It was the media's fault. Oh, it really wasn't the media's fault. It was everybody's fault. The reason why Meghan failed at being a royal and had to come over here. And the last straw is that she was suicidal. She was. And her mental health is being challenged. Now, I'm not saying that it's not being challenged, but I do believe that we are bringing some of this challenges on ourselves because of our own ambition and what we want. And we don't care how we get it, because along the way, we trashed and bashed the people that loved and got us here on national.
You really take.
Well, do you know what? I have to say, we have to end it there. Yeah. That's
I'm
all we can do.
I'm gonna end it too.
Look, here's my thing, okay? We gotta stop blaming. We just gotta stop acting like.
I'm gonna end it too, but I'm gonna end it with them talking. And actually with the blame. I just want to do the blame.
They were part of the royal family and they absolved themselves from it. And then here they are just collecting millions. And a lot of people don't even really know why. And then here's my thing. If you're a celebrity and you put yourself out there, I'm sorry, it's fair game. It's sad, but it's reality.
But the thing is, you do not know, Trix, what someone's limit is when it comes to their mental health. Absolutely. This is a couple who've been faced an onslaught of criticism for the past 5 years or so. How much more can you really take?
Well, do you know what? I have to say,
Yep, our fault. Listen, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know what to name it. I'm going to figure out a name. If you guys would like to pick the title, if I find one that I love, I'll post it. And we'll just do that all the time, because give you guys something to post about too. Those that would like to post but don't know what to say. Hey, give me a title of this. Once you watch it, and give me a good title. Because I do believe that your titles is what brings people to your station. Listen, have a wonderful night. Have a wonderful weekend if you don't hear from me. And have a wonderful Friday. Bye-bye.